The summer's calling.
Logically make these decisions, man. He does what he wants, and it just makes sense. It's the Sans. I found a word. He's literally just Sans sense. Sans, bro. It's a Sans sense. It's just like the Spidey sense, but the Sans sense.
A lot of support for Yaoi from the crowd. We're finally getting into the game of game number 3 of Onic versus Aura.
Along with this sprint, Albert goes for the quantum charge as well, wanting all the speed boost he can get to try and get out of those chases from the Angela. He's going to get a bit of sustain as well, so have to see in the lane if he can try and get some meaningful victory here against Kabuki with Kabuki on the 20.
Oh! This one's personal for sure. Keyboard with a dive early on Yaoi. First blood for Onic. Once again,
there's a bit of a moment there. I believe it's the Vaxana damage mixed with the Arlet. That is what makes it so difficult for Aura here.
Oh, and Jukes. Keyboard a ton as well, but yeah, Rashi, this is once again Yaoi on something that he doesn't really like to do. Oh my god.
Okay.
Should we call again?
That's dangerous, man. Against a Vexana, you don't want to walk up, especially when the middle waves are kind of low like that. That is bonus damage for the Vexana from the passive. You take a look at the equipment, the emblem build. Sans has the Bargain Hunter. He's trying to go for that early game playstyle, get the power spike. As there's a bit of a duel here. Ooh. Just take chicken in the golden.
Trying to come out by Kabuki if he played it correctly. Mid lane though, Yeskiel and Sans. It's hard for Yeskiel to... Wow, oh, watch out there.
Sunlock. Oh, it turns it around onto Kyrie.
Oh.
Mati! 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 Talaga. Last dia yang mati.
Bit around now, team damage back onto Onic. But Onic, they pick Gugun up. They take him down a lot.
Nah, mati
From downtown to take Boots down. It's 1-for-1. Jungle for XP. Who won that, Arashi?
I feel like it's pretty even, but I think Onic definitely has one more kill over Aura, so there's that. But look at how they're positioned. Once again, Aura has the control over the turtle, and they are level 4. So the P-level 4 power spike is no longer at play, but look at this, with the hard guard of the vengeance and the
Mati lagi. Satu lagi. Nah, hilang terus.
Run on the CC. Kyrie jumping forward with a mortal coil. Arad has a raise bind, has a sustain, has the damage.
Gila, parah.
Decimate takes him out. 2-4-1, but it's traded over with the turtle as well. Just two pros hanging out. Arashi. I want to say Aran. I'm sorry, Aran and Yaoi.
Close enough.
Together, like it's not with Aran. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Does Aran and Yaoi translate to Arashi?
Aran Arashi.
Interesting. The audience prediction here. 70% for Onic by Samsung Galaxy. We'll have to see, because Aura has just instantly equalized the goal disparity. And like we mentioned, Onic has more of an issue in the early game. Aura can just try and scale and repeat their success in the previous game.
How do you counter that combo, Rashi? Just going in with a hard guard and also the CC?
And a vengeance?
Yeah. Like, I don't think there's... Well, there is enough CC, the crowd control from Onic to be able to take care of that. We've seen that earlier. He actually eventually got taken down, but before you get the kill, you're gonna have to give up a lot of resources, a lot of HP from your team to be able to do that.
I feel like the best solution is to let Sans terrify the CC, who is like, he's tanky, he moves fast, but if he's terrified, he moves in random directions. So not at your main carries, and then later on, you just need to rush some kind of healing reduction here. That's almost like top priority for Onic.
For sure, and the most important item for that CC, Vortex has already been secured, so more damage on already insanity damage earlier. Just locking to 2 with a hard guard. Now, another total fight for Onic versus Aura. Who's gonna come out on top on this one?
I think it still favors Aura, and now they can have the chance to go with the macro play, using the Angela hard guard global presence here. No Yaoi engage, no problem. They're really showing Onic that, hey, it's not like a one-man team, Yaoi doesn't have to do everything as long as we have the right composition.
Aran is doing everything right now to help.
Mabis.
Now
everybody. He has the vengeance, so he is very tanky. He has a brave smash as well. Brutal.
Nah, hilang.
No destiny
Hilang.
just yet from Kyrie. He's out of range. Ron is actually going to be surviving here because he's hitting
Gila
onto
punya
the...
karas.
Boots has the flicker.
Karas John naman mati.
A free turtle off of Oran and Yawi's.
Kalau siya kirain begitu napatay dia aja.
I mean, Oran and Yawi had Onic, the whole Onic team on a string. Oh,
Nah, baru mati. Sial.
Slash takes him down.
very cheesy.
Not so fast. No. Why does she get boots? Gonna get a good tower damage as well. Like, as you can see, I feel like Aura are very combo reliant. They're using these big ultimates whenever the initial objective is up. Onic can force a fight, force the issue before that happens in the hands of Keyboy or maybe Sans even. This could be a jump from Keyboy. No final slash used up here.
How much of a gold lead from Onic? It's just swaying left and right. Pretty much equal so far. 16k, 5 minutes has allowed entering the 6 minutes, but Kyrie getting away from Gugun, getting stunned up.
2 more times from Ruben. Immortal Coil. Keyboy.
Wah, 5 base doang. 3, 4.
Purifies now. It's Google in the midst of it all with the break away. Connecting on the sounds are fighting for such a long time, dashing out.
Ain't no
But
way.
The glue is still on him. Keyboy just
Gila udah mati bodoh. Hai, candi yo.
You're ready to sustain
Lanjut sudah, Pak.
this kick, but also because he is him.
Sans got away with it in the first game, but Gugun got away with it in second and third game, Mirashi. What is this man on? Oh my god.
And with that, Onic get nothing and lose the mid turret. Arguably one of the most important turrets in the early stages of the game. 10 seconds to go before the next turtle, and Aura once again have the same strategy, all the resources available. Will Onic try and go for a trade? Are they going to try and get a pick before? Let's see if it works out. He goes to jump forward over Kyrie. Astro Echo. 3 members, hitbox is enlarged. Looking on the turtle,
Ini
top
bagi kita
lane.
mau.
Ibuki
Bukan
running,
sikit-sikit
into
malas,
touch.
sikit-sikit malas.
Sure, look at that. Around once again.
Without the hard guard, has vengeance as well.
Mati,
Go
go.
inside popping right now, so Blitzman get used up to the back. Gugu, 2-man taunt in the back, not going for the turtle just yet. Resets it. Aron still mounted by Boots. Now Boots is going to be off down. Yawi jumps in.
Nah.
Into the blazing
Mati.
duet. Damage still not going to be enough right now.
Rata.
Yes, he'll take Boots
Rata.
down. Kyrie with Decimate now. Over. Takes
Berapa Kadut?
out.
Satu
The
musuh,
turtle
3 orang
still
masuk.
by Aura. And it's a 1-for-1 goal lead for
Hah?
XP. Oh, Rondo.
Dia itu ya itu Angela masuk tempat tuh masuk tempat tuh Cici, itu Glow masuk tempat Cici. 3 orang dia bergabung. Tapi yang Glow musuh.
So intense. Like back and
Gila,
forth.
pada mati bodoh tuh Angela masuk di badan.
Perfectly, but Gugun so far has done no wrong at all. Once again, securing that turtle, showing off that Kyrie can do this retros as well.
Kyrie's also struggling right
Yeah,
here
yeah,
because he is zoned out from a lot of things. And until later on, when there's some more items available, for Onic to be even able to be a real threat to the CC with a hard guard and vengeance combo, it's going to be the same pattern again and again. I mean, the fact is, Onic can only come up somewhat even in that fight by moving back and forth. And now with the Flash of the Oasis completed for the side of Aura, and the Lightning Truncheon, there's going to be a lot more ways for Aura to punish. Onic has to try and maybe bait them into a bad situation, or bait them to using their spells in less than efficient ways if they really want to try and get on top.
Oh, a dive attempt on Boots is definitely a scary attempt. Good. Quick stab. Already caught by Kabuki in that bush just a bit, just poked down. But both of them don't want to go for a full commitment, not now.
I was gonna say that this is another one of those Yawi, he's not really in his comfort zone with this Angela, but looks like, doesn't seem like it. Maybe what he needs is not just the pickoffs, but what he needs is just being aggressive. That's about it.
Being aggressive and
Dude,
letting his
saya dulu
teammates
bisa
know how to
Ano ano?
I mean, right
Ikut
now,
laju.
you're saying that it's
Oke, load. Attack load.
wait for the neutral objective, send Aran in with everything you got, and try and pick someone off. If they don't get it, that's where Onic really starts winning out in fights, because they have a lot more ways to be annoying.
Possibilities for Aura. Kyrie with deal Boots as well.
chunked down now. And Astro Meteor! Oh, Keyboy!
Nah.
Yeah, head skill!
Ngade, hilang Novaria.
Kyrie picks the kill up now. Aran chasing them down, using an ultimate to tie him up, but it's not enough damage to take him down just yet. Split by Boots to get him out. Kabuki walking up forward. Oh no. Drop back, lays the wet now from Albert. Cancelled out instantly by Gugun. He's now chunked as well. The Flask of the Oasis doing work. Gugun getting out to safety. Gotta look for the sustain back at it again. As Aran looks for an angle to get back in, but he doesn't have the hard guard. Gugun, real steal, jumps over the top now.
Masuk. Lot. Nah. Alah, Keyboy dapat tulot anjing.
Albert got big bumped over in that team fight. Aura with a win.
What is this guy eating, man? What is this guy eating? That was like one P-pop or something.
He ate Albert that fight.
Against all odds. Gugun, once again, giving the aura the flame that they need to continue on.
Gugun, what is this man on? It's a great performance so far. And Onic, what you're seeing though, they're starting to catch up, and with the Lord in their hands, they have some macro pressure to try and make plays happen
Habis
here.
dia mampus
All
tu,
are trying
Cici.
to capitalize before the Lord is even in play, but they won't be able to get the turret in the bottom side. Now with the empowered waves, Onic can try and look for something, because if they can get the jump on one of the Squisher members, they have more than enough crowd control to instantly lock someone down permanently until they can take him out.
Oh, look at that Yaoi just very chill on the cross map. He knows that he can get there in time, but Rashi, that earlier Kabuki was the one that Yaoi jumped with the hard guard. Do you think that was a misstep? Like, should he go for Aran instead of Kabuki?
I think ideally it's going to be Aran, but Onic kind of forced the issue here by moving in the right place at the right time. That's why Aura is putting a lot of emphasis in getting, outmaneuvering Onic and getting to the objective before Onic can kind of set up a surprise. I mean, the fact that initially the fight began with Keyboy finding the amazing pickoff on the Hestiel, followed up by the full lockdown coming in from Sans on the Vexana, that is the kind of ideal fight Onic will require. But again, it happened once already. The Hestiel won't be falling for that twice. And with Kabuki having the win of nature over them, yeah, it's gonna be favorable for Kabuki who does
Jawabnya ada sudut kau bilang.
unless of course.
Wah, nah.
Kau bilang
Mana
gini.
gitu je. Yang ada kupi, bah.
Mana ada kopi kau tuan aku bodoh.
Ada tuh, pohon ini, nah.
Kau bilang kan jauh.
Oh, mana ini? Ada yang satu tuh, Bu. Sial. Anjing gak hijau.
Bilang ya.
Bukan itu, bodoh.
By the way, just knowing that SKL feels like he's safe, but he has the flicker to get him into the danger territory of Onic. I think he should try to go look for it once more. But obviously this one is going to be even much more tougher than before because Yaskiel knows what Keyboy is up to.
I think Keyboy for sure will be trying to look for plays. The difficult part for Keyboy right here is that if he just looks forward and goes for a flank maybe to try and get Kabuki or Heskiel, that's great. But then that leaves Albert and Sans vulnerable to the dive play from Aura. So he needs to predict how both teams are going to be playing around and moving and maneuvering, and then that's where he has to decide what he's going to try and do. Is it going to be a defensive final slash or an aggressive one?
Now Lord comes up. I think
Ini
it's
kan?
pretty
Ah, itulah.
Yang di atas Facebook, ini di atas meja.
Ini di mana?
Yaoi,
Itu di atas Facebook. Yang kau cakap tadi di atas meja.
dashy kind of EXP later that can clear out the lane for him. Look at 5-man Virgo.
5-man Astral Echo. No ambushes for Onic, even if they conceal here. That's why they're on the Lord instantly. Aura utilizing this. Meanwhile, Yaoi clearing out the wave up top, utilizing the global pressure. Conceal. Now from Onic as the Astral Echo has expired. But Aura are holding on to the Lord really, really well. Angela still up top, around now, dashing forward onto the back, on Sans. Still going to be mobile.
Nah.
Mobile's got taken down. Keyboy!
Gila, Keyboy lagi berdua dapat tulot.
Against all odds,
Dua kali
Kyrie is
kita.
the one who gets taken down though. Boots is next in the topping block. Around with the help of the sustained Mike.
Nah, mati.
Cannot die. Albert looking for a moment here. Oh, he goes. Good nature by Kabuki. Keyboy now in the midst of it all. Inside enemy territory. Ulted down the yo-yo, dealing damage, melting him. He has the vengeance, but now a big
Nablasa, bodoh.
will seal his fate.
Udah dapat lari.
For 3 of the Sky Kings.
Okay, That was luck, right? That was definitely luck from Keyboy, but two
Is it though?
times, I think so. Like it's Arlo. You're not supposed to deal that much damage.
Well, he had some damage. I mean, more than a Minotaur, and he was able to, I believe, steal away one of the neutral objectives earlier. That was a great lord for Onic. I mean, they paid the price for it, but hey, let's take a look at the replay presented to you by the official smartphone Samsung Galaxy. Everyone just can't control them. I think Kyrie Keyboy made a concentrated effort to be like, alright, dude, now, right? We go for it. And
3 wah di dalam, barulah.
it was a bit of a luck thing.
It was a gamble
for sure, but they did it. And now with the waves pushing for them, they have a bit more room to breathe, more time to try and catch up. And I think that's really bad for Aura. They really want to try and get like a snowball situation coming in. Now it's no longer the case.
Could have been really bad for Onic if Keyboy didn't get that one, especially when they're down 3-9.
Very much in Chow and go forward.
Yeah.
I mean, you're pretty correct right there. I think for now, the fact that there's a innovation, Megas Endurance and a free time in the hands of Yaoi means that the team fighting situation for Onic is going to be that much more difficult. Because Boots has the Oracle and even the Clyde armor. He's trying to be sustainable enough to stay in the front and make some space available for Sans and Albert. But he's just really paying the price for it, and sometimes it just seems like he's a bit too squishy. He needs a bit more resources, especially when he is 2,500 gold behind Aran.
Now we're getting to a point in the game where all of the members should be getting their power spike, right?
Yep.
Towards a later stage. It's a carry in the Varia against the Claude and the Vexana in the carry department. So scaling wise, who wins?
Ooh. That's a very tough question, actually. I feel like when it comes to the gold gamers, it's pretty even. In a way, technically, it favors carry because you can shred more, you do true damage as well. But the club provides AoE, right? So that's where you pick and choose which one's better. The same thing can be said for the mid lane. If you wanna, for the mages, if you want to get good poke damage and good intelligence, then of course the Bavaria is great. And you can even late.
Load lagi.
For the Astral Recall. But the crowd control that the Vexana can bring to the table and the extra body to take damage in the fight, team fight wise, it has to be the Vexana, man.
Interesting that Boots didn't go for that. Shows you how disciplined Onic was. But could have been like a forced flicker towards the skill if Boots went for that combo. Right now he's spotted up. The whole team's spotted up by Aura.
Keep in mind the Lord does more damage now, so you can't really just tank it as long as you used to.
Oh my god.
Rolando, you better watch your stat, man. He will not go unpunished. Fortunately for Aura though, Kabuki does have a Purify. That's a big advantage they have in staying power compared to Albert. Whereas that sprint, we'll see if that becomes a big factor. As the Lord resets again, the wave is still pretty much, it's favoring Aura for sure in the bottom side.
Oh, the bot lane for sure, yeah, head skill
Hilang
picked
terus,
up
Bah.
by a final slash flicker instantly with an eternal guard. And now Aura are the ones on the back foot.
The Sky Kings who strike first in this Lord fight. Gugun walks up onto Boots, hard guard ready. Gugun gonna be melted down by Sans of Earth damage. V1 on the back line. Aran jumping forward. Albert very, very low. Pops Blaze into it. Final stack to peel him away. But Albert has immortality, buys it just in time. Aran still walking back to give him split onto Albert. 1 HP again. Albert still able to outplay Kabuki. One lifetime is all he needs, but he gets thrown away. Aran in the midst of it all finds Albert.
Gila. Wajuk bodoh tu yang gila lari.
3 for 1.
Wuih.
No, he's not a chance for Onic to retaliate. Kyrie is very, very low. Kabuki do not go for this. This is a Hail Mary play if he goes for it, but the risk is very great. They have the hard guard too. It's 2v4. Kabuki trying to melt them down. Now the bomb's back in the split split. Also onto him. Flying back pass. That's it. Coming down. That's it. That's another shot over. Kyrie's one. He still gets out. Yeah, Hess here with a flicker forward. Finding the Astral Meteor onto Kyrie, taking him down. But the Lord.
Gila.
So Onic
4 lawan 2 pun dah mati dua ya dia yang dua aja.
And Aura now
Barulah.
need to defend against an evolved Lord. This gave me a heart stack. That was almost a steal, Rashi.
Both teams just winning out in these fights by the slightest of margins, and they are not afraid to keep staying in the pocket and fighting.
Oh, no.
Keyboy!
locks up. Mugun is in front. Now the taunt. The lockdown. Keyboy.
Mati Kiboy. Nah. Hilang terus.
Hard guard still ready. Yaoi's patience. Oh, that was me. I think I would have caught the hard guard, man. Gee, the calculation.
Push up.
That's unfortunate for Onic, man. They're trying to make a tempo play and surprise Aura, but it just didn't work out. 30 seconds without Keyboy, without their main engagement, so as Onic gets chunked out. For the first time in a long time, Onic are shaking in their base. Luki gets chunked. That's the respect you need to give to Onic still. Even though they are behind, they've got the damage, they've got the tools. We are back to even on the gold league, folks.
That was a 4v5 for Onic. That was a 4v5 and Aura was managed to get something out of it. It was, managed to delay the Lord, managed to get the Lord, pretty much non-existent with Kabuki bursting it down. And what's the plan here for Onic? I don't think he's gonna work 3 times. The Haskell not gonna be caught lacking once again. Or maybe he will.
Third time's the charm, we'll see if that works. I believe this bottom wave is still empowered, so it's still pushing down as the Haskell clears it. But as you mentioned, Mirko, the gold difference is getting less and less relevant at 30 minutes. Looking at the damage dealt, Kabuki and Haskell all the way with Aura. Look at the damage of Sans. It might be out of the fight. Forced to use Eternal Guard. Defensive Eternal Guard, defensive split from Boost. They're able to run away with the split. And Onic disengaged. There are no objectives on the map to fight for now. So both teams are against the full commitment.
Disappointed from Aura. They could have went for it, but they knew that something is up. Onic was setting up that bush near the orange buff area. That's why they didn't commit.
Let's at least be careful, man. Really.
But the immortality though.
Well,
That's something.
He does have the immortality, but if he gets picked off, caught in the open, even with the immortality, he's going to get taken out twice. He's very squishy at this point in the game, and we're seeing the damage potential coming out of Sans. You don't usually see the Vexana get a chance to just go pure damage, but Kabuki only has countermeasures for physical damage. He's expecting Boots and Keyboard, Kyrie and Albert, but if Sans can get his hands on it, he can almost get a one-shot.
Nah, lot lagi. Jauh, dek.
Much less relevant. And Keyboy actually secured the Hunter Strike. I think you want to go for a Haskell or Kabuki in the next team fight. Let's see though. Get something out of it. Kabuki. Oh my god, that's huge. That's massive. That's the recall.
Sounding super low, pops in that region, but like you said, recall is inevitable. Iran, come to half HP, has the region, 2 shots. Did not decide to recall. Oh my, Albert dealing a lot of damage over to Iran. Now it might be Iran who has to hold out just a bit. Buys the immortality, gets the healing from the Angela. Goes back to the minions with the base might to sustain, and both teams disengage and reset. Oh man, from the Lord.
I can't with this Rashi. I cannot.
I mean, the tension is just building up more and more. And keep in mind, with the turret in the mid lane still available, Aura can just play a lot slower than Onic can. But with the Angela pushing, Onic will be forced to make a play sooner or later, and they know it. On over, Reaper can seal Iran all alone. Albert chasing engines going to be used up right now as that's Iran without the hot guard jumping forward.
Ajar. Mantap dia. Mati.
No immortality right now. Does he buy?
Mati satu. Nah. Gas terus dia.
The chase become the chaser. Iran turning the game around at that time.
Nah,
Just
jadinya tu je.
you thought you were chasing me? No, I am chasing you, bro.
Lot. Come on.
So difficult to deal with, man. Iran and Yaoi just making it happen for his team. The fact that everyone else is just relatively independent as well. From
Apa habis terus.
of the Angela backup or the CC backup. Means that they can just do whatever they need.
Nah.
Needs to play off each other. And finally now we get a Lord for Aura. Can they use it to end? Will they arrange the minion waves to crash at the same time, or will they go for a fight first?
Oh, that's a good shot from Haskell.
Last hit batu Albert.
Eternal Guard over to Iran, no vengeance just yet, but he does have the immortality. The Lord now spawning in the land of Dawn. How do they take this? How do they execute the Lord push? I feel like they gotta really just
wait for the right moment. They have a lot more siege potential, but the issue is that their marksman is just so short range. They can't really effectively siege the base turrets without taking any real risk. So now they're going for a split kind of strategy. They've got a 1 base turret, for free 2, possibly 3 right here. I think they're going to go for the third one for sure.
They need to defend this lord though. Getting waves coming in the mid lane still.
But the cannon was not cleared up just yet in the mid lane. It's going to actually delay the mid lane from approaching this turret for quite a while. Kyrie getting chopped in the lord. My God, dealing so much damage.
Now he goes back to his own base.
Another shot over to the mix of Onic. Aran poking him down from the side. No siege, like you said, short range on Kabuki. Finally gets an opportunity to go for it. Aran caught the final slash. Pops into vengeance. Onic back down. It's a shot from the head steal to take Kyrie down. Albert, battle mirror image.
16 sahabat tuh
Looking for
Kyrie.
an opportunity, but Aura now without Kyrie. It's a 4v5.
Look at that winter truncheons. Everything has been fought. Kabuki, Athena, Gukun, Anti-Karas, they're preparing for the final push. They have the hard gun. What are they going to do about it?
Over to Albert. Aran is actually pinching him down. Albert gonna get knocked down.
Hilang terus.
Threads the needle. It's a final sack to the back right now, but Kabuki is still in there in the team fight, spacing perfectly. Boots down. Kabuki.
Rata Jo.
Shots get shot.
Nah.
T-Boy fighting for his life in this match.
Hilang terus.
Fly high, they burn
Anak
the
bantai
side.
Onic Jo.
They tear the reign of Onic.
Mana ba?
Indonesia.